Òrìṣà wàhálà wàṣẹ ariwo. Yéyé wá. Òrìṣà wàhálà wàṣẹ ariwo. Yéyé wá. Òrìṣà wàhálà wàṣẹ ariwo.
Peace everybody, what's good? It's your girl Faye Queen, and I just wanted to create this really quick video. I haven't done anything like this in a long time, so it was just like, I've been thinking about it, like I should do another like vlog like video, not like necessarily a vlog per se, but you know, like one of the sit down and chat videos I used to do back in the day. Now that's taking it way back. I used to do these all the time, like, and literally just sit there and rant for like 50 minutes. But I don't do that no more. Just so busy with a whole bunch of different things and building a business and doing everything like that. So, you know, there's a lot of this different things going on. But anyway, I thought I would come to you and talk to you about something that's really been making a great spiritual impact on my life, which has been cutting emotional cords. And now this is something that is a practice, like a meditative practice, a form of clearing your astral body from any leftover attachments or connections you may have had with a person, or you may have with situations or different types of things. It could even work for addictions, to like behavioral impulses or food or anything. Like, it could help with modifying behavior as well as also releasing the emotional attachments towards certain people. So it's like a really powerful meditation, a really powerful meditative technique. And basically the basic version of it is you're gonna go into a meditative state, do some deep breathing, you know, close your eyes, get to a zone where you are just there in a less consciously aware state, but still slightly aware. You don't want to be asleep, but you definitely want to be relaxed and totally, you know, in that level of brain activity. And basically what you do is you visualize your light body, and you see your light body basically attached, and you see your light body and where it's attached to other beings. You see cords, literal cords coming out of your chakras. And it's really powerful because you actually get the chance to cut the negative cords. Now, not all cords are negative. We have all kinds of different cords and connections and bonds and things that we establish over our lifetime of meeting different people and having different interactions and different things with life. So some of these attachments are good. So you don't want to cut all of your cords. But you do want to cut those ones that are definitely draining you. Now, I don't know if anybody's been in emotionally draining relationships, especially abusive relationships, but it don't have to just be abusive relationships in the traditional sense of, he hits me, or even so much, he's verbally abusive or emotionally abusive. Sometimes it could just be a relationship where the energy is not there anymore, you're no longer compatible with each other, and it's a really draining thing. And that doesn't even just have to be with excuse me, my hair is just doing like it don't know what it want to do today. But anyway, it could be a friendship, it could be family relationship. Those are definitely things that you would establish cords with. So it's not just, it could even be working environments or work relationships. It's not just romantic relationships, although it is a very powerful tool when you want to exit those types of relationships. So if you notice things like patterns, like where, like, let's say you'll go through a time in your life where you're like, you know, I'm good, I don't want to deal with this person anymore. Let's say you have like like this cousin that just comes all the time. They get on your nerves, they eat all your food, they come over your house, they tell you all their problems, they always try to get you involved in their drama, like a really, really unhealthy relationship. But that's your cousin, you grew up with them, that's like family, that is family. You know what I mean? So it's like you'll go through times in your life where you two may have separations, but somehow they always manage to sneak back in there and get back into your life. And a lot of times they'll use like emotional triggers. Maybe you might be a little bit of an enabler, or you know, you might have those types of qualities in your personality, and they know that, so they know that they can say, oh, remember how when we was little, da, 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 and they could get right back in. So that is an example of an emotional cord that they're tapping into, and it's because you have this established bond with them that they're able to get back in the door every time. And it doesn't matter how quickly you kick them out, it's the fact that they got any energy from you in the first place. I think the biggest thing that anybody who becomes metaphysically aware or spiritually inclined has to understand is that the concept of energy conservation. Your energy is extremely powerful. Your energy is extremely important and extremely valuable to you, and you can't have people who are going to come into your life and take that energy. It's just not going to work. You're not going to have the energy you need for yourself to be able to do what you need to do in life. And it takes, trust me, it takes a lot of energy to be a very powerful spiritual being. Even though you will learn how to cultivate your energy, how to rejuvenate your energy really quickly, it's still about intelligence. It's still about being intelligent with that energy. It's an infinite supply of energy that you can tap into, definitely, but there is a wait time on how fast it trickles down and manifests into the physical realm and your accessibility to it. And that depends on things like, is your light body cleared of any blockages? Of course, we know about chakra balancing. Well, most people are familiar with chakra balancing. Most people who have any type of spiritual background, or maybe have heard about light bodies and things like that, you may hear commonly used chakra balancing. And chakra balancing is a really basic technique where you're hitting on the light centers in your body called chakras in the like Hindu Vedic tradition. But the thing about that is it works. It's great. You can clear chakras, you can open chakras, you can balance chakras, and that's amazing. But sometimes it's just not enough. There's still more work that has to be done. And what I find, especially if you have those reoccurring themes, like you always see, it doesn't even matter if the person changes, like you always seem to find that person or that relationship, let's say like romantically involved, you always seem to find that relationship where the man just don't know how to talk to you. He just be talking to you all kinds of ways, like, or maybe the woman, she talks to you, you know, basically out the side of her neck, for lack of better terminology. But she, verbally abusive relationships is what I'm trying to say. If you attract verbally abusive relationships to you, and you see that as a reoccurring theme in your life, then you may want to cut some cords with those behaviors. And what I found is that this technique is so holistic. Why do I say it's so holistic? Because it's not just like, boom, I'm looking at this person as the issue. No. In order for this to work, first and foremost, you have to relinquish your ego. You have to relinquish your anger. You have to relinquish your frustration, all the very mundane characteristics. And you have to really come from a level of purity, straight heart chakra energy, straight compassion energy. And you have to come from the level of, you just want to evolve. You want to move on. You want to grow. You want your energy to stop being impeded upon. So That's the space where you have to come from when you're doing these types of exercises. So it's not really this mundane thing where it's like, oh, cut him out, da, 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 da. No, it's not even like that. But what happens when you cut those emotional cords is that you feel less drawn to those types of situations. You're no longer attracted to those types of situations. So let's say you're that type of person who finds verbally abusive relationships. Well, there's something about verbally abusive people that you find attractive, whether you want to admit it or not. It's a part of the reality. So you have to find, what is it about that personality that you are looking for from that person that's really a reflection of something inside of you. So it always comes back to self. It always comes back to self-healing, self-alchemy, self-help, self-enlightenment. It always comes back to self. So, of course, this is not about blaming anybody. If you're looking for a quick fix, it's not going to be a quick fix. There is no such thing as a quick fix. But if you come from a level of pure intention, you really just want to grow as a person, you want to move past, you want to put childish things or immature things or destructive behaviors and thoughts and patterns behind you, then I definitely say get you a good cord cutting exercise, and you will thank me. Trust me, you'll thank me, because this, I'm telling you, it's changing my life. And I've been meditating. I've been clearing my chakras for years. I've been clearing my chakras for maybe, so like 16, so what is that? 6 years. So I've been clearing my chakras for 6 years. Off and on, more consistently over the past year. And I've heard about cord cutting, and I was like, it sounds like something I should do. Sounds like something. And every time I would just forget about it. And then all of a sudden, like, my timeline on Facebook just flooded with all of these articles about cord cutting. And people just kept, hey, you tried cord cutting? Cord cutting? And I'm like, oh my God, okay, fine, I will do cord cutting. And honestly, I'm so happy that I did. I mean, I've done small cord cutting techniques and different like guided meditations and stuff. Like, it was a part of the meditation, but it wasn't specifically focusing on that particular aspect. It was just a part of it. And I found this one meditation, which I will link below. It's amazing. It's on YouTube. I forget this the lady's name. It's like, I believe she's Indian, and she has like a slight accent, so I can tell. But she's really amazing, and she's awesome at describing the emotional state that you need to put yourself into in order to have a successful cord cutting session. I mean, I would say that this is probably the best cord cutting guided meditation that I found on YouTube, and I'm an avid searcher, so this is definitely the best one that I would say. It does take a while. I think it's like 30 to almost 40 minutes long, so it does take a while to get through, but I mean, it's worth every minute of it because it really helps. So if you, let's say if you just came out of a breakup, you just came out of a relationship, or you have, like I said, these reoccurring themes in your life, you're ready to move on, you're ready to end different cycles, because, I mean, it's the new year. People are really, you know, into the whole concept of creating new ideas, new ways. I think the theme is New Year, New You. Well, me and my personal tradition, I celebrate the New Year in the springtime with the rest of nature. But I mean, it is still a level of awakening, because the days are going to start getting longer because we passed the solstice. So the days do start to get longer. So this is a beginning. This is a level of beginning. And so it's always a good time to, you know, grow and change and begin to implement new habits that are going to be beneficial to your life. So with that being said, so there's a lot of people who are ready to end different cycles. In order to start a new cycle, you have to end an old cycle, right? So ending those old cycles, you can definitely do it really, really effectively with cord cutting. And again, like I said, those cord cutting techniques, it's basically you visualize yourself cutting those emotional cords that you see on your light body. I believe this one, the meditation that I'm going to recommend for you guys to do, she talks about using a crystal to do it, which is awesome because you know me, I'm all about crystals. But she recommends using a crystal to do it. I turned my crystal into a sword. I have a pretty active imagination, so like my guided meditations are never exactly what that person said guided me to like think. It's always like some super awesome extra stuff in there. But yeah, so I mean basically you're giving yourself the permission to let go of the emotional ties and the emotional bond that is drawing to you to those situations. And I think it's really great to do, not just for romantic relationships, like I said, family relationships. Even if you have a seemingly healthy relationship, and there's always room for improvement. Like, I love my mom to death, but like me and my mom, we get on each other's nerves sometimes. I mean, I feel like we could benefit from a good cord cutting session. You know what I mean? There's just as you live with somebody and as you grow with somebody, life just continues to happen, and basically over those periods of time you're gonna just accumulate different levels of, you know, issues, blockages, layers. Y'all done gone through stuff, like especially if you know somebody. If you know somebody through more than 3 years, you probably done been through some things with that person. You know that person more than most of your life, you definitely done been through some things with that person. And people who are in your life, remember, there's no such thing as coincidence. So people who are in your life are not just in your life for no reason. You guys have a purpose to serve on the planet. And it's really great, especially for if you feel like it's a karmic relationship that you're dealing with. Like sometimes karmic relationships manifest as family members, sometimes they manifest as romantic relationships, sometimes they manifest as friendships, whatever. If you feel like it's a karmic relationship, especially if it's an unhealthy one, and you want to really release those unhealthy aspects of the relationship, you don't have to cut off the relationship, but you can definitely release the unhealthy aspects of the relationship through cord cutting. So that's my big spiel. I mean, I've been talking for mad long, seems like, but I mean, I really recommend cord cutting. Like, I recommend cord cutting on several levels, but especially this one that I've been doing. I've been doing it every day for like almost a week now, and amazing results. But I also am an avid meditator, and I do yoga, and I'm into all that stuff. So it may take longer depending on where your meditative levels for you to see the same level of results. But I think that everybody can benefit almost immediately from these types of meditations and from these types of techniques. So that's my whole thing on releasing energetic blockages. Basically, it's necessary. Do it. You will thank me. You will grow. You will feel like lighter. You will feel less bogged down, less stressed out about different situations, all those different things. It will definitely help you change your life. Alright? So that's basically all I have to say on that subject. I do want to let everybody know two really important things. I will be starting the free consultations again very soon. Free mini spiritual consultations will be starting very soon. Again, I will start another season of that. I will let you know. In the meantime, in between time, go to the blog, or you can go to the Facebook, and we'll keep you updated over there. Facebook.com/Gemini Creations or GeminiCreations.wordpress.com. I'll put all the links down below in the description bar so you guys can get that information as well. Also, too, I'm having a half off all of the consultations because I have a little bit of amount of free time, meaning I don't have anything scheduled. I always have like workshops and calls and meditations and classes and different stuff scheduled. So for right now until the 20th, I have a amount of free time, and I'm not doing the show yet until February. So I wanted to give you guys a chance to kind of get some consultations done. Like if you haven't tried a gemstone consultation and you've been wanting to try a gemstone consultation, we also have the sound alchemy services where I will custom mix a frequency just for you based off of your personal needs through sound healing or sonic therapy, as I like to call it. So we have the sound alchemy services. We also have a spiritual consultation service or spiritual coaching service where I will sit down with you for an hour and we will map out your spiritual journey, and we will talk about your needs and what you need. I also include, if you need it, I include astrological outlines. I can do a very basic astrology reading for you. I can also do an I Ching reading for you if you need it. All those different wonderful things. We can do some guided meditations. We can create affirmations, the whole nine. I can give you the practical tools that you really need, personalized for you, what you need to do with your spiritual journey. And that's our spiritual coaching service. And that's about it, I believe. You can go on the website again, GeminiCreations.newshop.com. We'll have that below as well. And you can check it out there and get that. And that's half off on all the consultation services until January 14th. And then, of course, we have the Goddess Awakening workshop, which is amazing. Oh my God, the last Goddess Awakening workshop we did was so powerful. This time around, we're going to be dealing with the goddess Yemenya as our patron goddess, and she's going to bless us with her maternal energy and the ability to go deeper into manifesting the healing that we need for our wombs as women. If you're not a woman, share this with a woman that's close to you. Share this with the women that are around you. It's a very, 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 very powerful thing. So this is going to be one of those, amazing events you don't want to miss. Again, that's the Goddess Awakening experience. The Goddess Awakening experience. It's basically 3 weeks of womb healing, self-love, and magic. And basically it'll go from January 20th to February 10th. It's all virtual, and it's all from the comfort of your own home. And package options start at $35, just $35. And registration ends on the 18th. And basically, if you want to secure your spot or you just want to learn more about what we have going on, visit awakenedvitality.com. That's awakenedvitality, everything spelled correctly.com. Or you could just reach out to me on Facebook, or you can call the number 614-300-5702. Alright? And we'll have all that information for you there. I'll put the all that information and links and stuff in the description bar, and I'll just add at the end of this video. I will show you guys the flyer so that you can get the information from there if you're interested as well. This is going to be a powerful time. So again, this is a great opportunity, a learning experience. It's like basically us giving you our wisdom on how we have spiritually transformed. Not just spiritually per se, we're going to incorporate some health things in there as well, but a lot of the main focus is spirit and emotion, and giving you that more holistic perspective. And I'm telling you, we've manifested some amazing healing so far. I mean, we've got some testimonies that from our last session, and the sisters that we had on our last session were so powerful. It was a really great time. So if you're interested in that, definitely make sure you check that out as well. Alright, so I'm going to sign off now and stop talking your head off. Gemini, of course. If you guys want more of these videos, let me know. Just comment, tell me, say something. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. So I'll put like the little button thingy up here so you guys can subscribe and keep supporting the movement. Thank you for everybody who's been subscribing, and thank you for all the love and the feedback on the Vegan on a Hood Budget video. And I will actually be bringing you more health videos very soon as well. Alright? So peace, love, and so many blessings.
Orisha wala wase ariwo. Yeah, wa. Orisha wala wase ariwo. Yeah. Orisha wala wase ariwo. Yeah, wa. Orisha wala wase ariwo. Yeah.